I'm going to show you how to properly change out the light bulb on these trucks. First thing we want to do is take off the shoes on the bottom. That's going to give us access underneath. All right. We'll clean this up too when we're done. You'll see while we remove this in just a second. All right. If you want, if you can get your back wheels off. Some people say not to do this, but I mean, I've never had a problem. And you'll see gunk like that in there sometimes that needs to be removed, which definitely is going to slow your vehicle down. All right, so then these all work pretty much the same. There's a tab on the back, and I just use a little flathead to leverage it to get it to pop out. What I do is I pop it in there and then kind of go backwards with it, and it kind of forces it. See, it's out of the lip now, and then you just have to kind of pop it right out. All right, so this gives you access to the worm gear, and we can pop the engine out now. The way that I like to pop these out is just give it some leverage. I don't touch the worm gear because it's just cheap plastic. You don't want it to pop out, and I just pop up a little bit and see it just pops right out. And then, so your motor's out. Now, this is where the bulb gets its electricity to light up. And the motor also is powered from these. So if you ever have one that doesn't have power, sometimes you can just bend these out just a little bit, and then it'll touch the motor contacts on the sides right there, and that's how it's going to get its power. You're going to need to push these through, and if they've not been pushed through before, they might be a little difficult. So hopefully these won't go flying. There we go, it popped out. So there's 1, 2, and I just use this. Okay, now, so that gives us access to pull these out. Now that's where our bulb's connected. Now, as you can see, this one's just kind of rigged up there, twisted around like crazy. We're going to fix all that. And this time it's going to get soldered on. So let me pause this and clean this mess up. All right, so you can see that's a hot mess. I'll just replace it with that. Sometimes these are a little bit long, so I snip them off a little bit shorter so the wires are not cramped up in there. So I'm going to actually cut this off just a little bit so it's a little bit shorter. I'm also going to use a little bit smaller bulb than factory. This was already a replacement bulb that was not factory, but the ones that they put with them are just too bright, and they're too large and can cause some damage to the chassis sometimes. So I'm just going to use this smaller bulb, which we're going to sell on our website at TYCO US1trucking.com. All right, so now that I've got that cleaned up, I'm going to solder this on there. First, I'm going to cut this off a little bit. It's way too long. It doesn't need to be that long at all. I'm going to solder this on to these tips here, and then we'll reinstall, and I'll show you how it works. All right, as you can see here, I have seated that hexagon part down in to that slot, which is kind of a pain in the butt a little bit, and then the hex nut, of course, that part goes down into the hole. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and put the shoe back on this side and screw it in, otherwise that's going to just pop out. Also, while you're doing that, just use your finger over top of that to keep it in place when you turn it upside down to put the shoes back on. And I would clean the shoes up before you put them on. Make sure they're totally flat. These should never have to be bent to work. These bend them into place right there. All right, so I'm gonna put my finger on there, flip this up, gently insert one of the shoes into both sides. All right, I've got the shoe inserted, and then now we're going to put this in with there's two divots, and they're going to go upwards. So I'm going to hold this upwards, off camera for a second. Now we're going to just screw that into place, and you'll notice it kind of lifts these up on its own. All right, so now that side's held in place. It'll make it easier to get this other side on. All right, you can see it's down in there, and I'm just gonna push it in place a little bit more. And then I'm gonna do the same thing underneath. Put our shoes back on them. All right, and then the two little divots are always to the outside. If you're ever missing any of these screws, we sell them on our website, TYCO US1trucking.com. And then I'm going to do this off camera again. All right, so there we go. So now you see we have the light bulb in place, and that looks a whole lot better than it did before, obviously. Before you put your motor back in, you're going to want to use some super lube on the worm gear, clean it up real good, and then we're going to use a little bit of liquid bearings. I'll put links in the bottom for that. You just apply a dab there and then there. Just make sure it's just a little bit. One drop will do it. And then we got that on there, and then just twist the worm gear to work that in. Flip it over, do the other side. All right, doesn't take much. Doesn't even hurt to dab it off. You're done. And then we're going to put some super lube on this worm gear. All right, when you put your motor back in, you want to make sure that the those copper connections are on the outside so they can contact the motor, or the motor won't spin. If you do get everything back together and it doesn't spin, that's from these contacts not being able to touch the motor. So I'm going to just push that back in there, and it'll pop in place. All right, see. Ta-da! All right. All right, now we're going to pop this back into place. This, by the way, this is effectively a weight. All right, so that's snapped into place. And then we need to put the wheels back on. And we're going to run this for a test to see what we have. I'm going to clean this off first. Got a little bit of hair in there. All right, let's go take it for a test. All right, so this one gave me a little bit of trouble, but all I had to do is bend these in a little bit to where they're making contact with the motor, and then you're good to go. If your car runs backwards, then you just need to pop your motor out, flip it upside down, and it'll run the opposite way. That's a common issue. I remember when I first did this, I made that mistake. So let's see if it works. All right, we're back in business with lights. Check out the website, TYCO US1trucking.com if you need a bulb, and we appreciate your support. All right, just one last thing is to put the cab back on.